Perfect.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I'll end you!
Welcome back to Swallowpuff channel, and today we're going to talk about how do you feel to play as Summer, aka the Devil Woman. As you start a game, you have two flamethrowers in your hands, and you can burn anything in your way. And in the bottom, you can see you have to start with one medkit at 1,200 health, and as you can see, reload doesn't really work for her, but what works is overheating. So when you pass the white line in the middle, it's going to hit more. So if you basically telling you that sooner or later you're gonna hit overheat, and you're gonna see another example sooner or later, but I'm just gonna talk about more about it. Overheating, it's not good, because that means if you want to use your power up overheating, possibly you're gonna get overheated really fast. It will take you like 50 seconds to cool down, but if you have a power up that you can get on power up number 3 or number 5, there's 2 different power ups you can put cooldown you can get to 5 seconds cooldown. Now, her shift dash is just flashing up in the air, and you can do quad and long range, but it's usually for the long distance runs, but you get all of them calculated. Then her tornado flame is you do tornado and you drop flame on the ground, so basically you're surrounding the area with flames. And no, you can damage your characters, you cannot do any damage on your teammates. If you do that, you can even hurt yourself. Then the E button is push the enemy team, and well, of course in practice range it doesn't really work on that, but it works for the other team. And then fireballs is just throwing fireballs and enemy damage. So for level 1, we have 3 different abilities for her. Number 1 is the long range flamethrowers. Then again, second one is the more damage you do to get the creatures or the enemy team, they give you more asthma power up. Then you have the third one, which does every time you press shift, it does you damage to the enemy team, pushing them back, and also do flamethrower downstairs. Level 2 is the purple flames. It's basically every time you get purple flames, you do double the damage that you would do in the step. Level 3, you have three different charms. Fireball, damage, overball. So it's for flames like the tornado does. And the tornado one basically do more damage over time when you pop the flames. And during the flame, when you do the tornado, you do damage when you do the flame. And the last one, the third thing you can get is the pushback, so you can push multiple times. Level 4 is the cooldown, that you can cool down to like 10 to 5 seconds, it depends. Then level 5 is the heat, so basically when you're almost about to get overheated or you hit heat warning, you can do more damage over time. And the last one is that if you get overheated, you can do damage and heat. Every time you overheat it, you can do smacking basically, and you can overheat. Now I'm gonna show you some of the examples that happen in the games. So this is some clips that I found, or this is one of the games I just found of the clips when I played Summer, and with my help editor Tyler 18. So I'm playing as Summer, he's playing as a Shark Boy, and we're just going by here, just destroying all the animals. And you can see I'm not trying to use a lot of my abilities, because abilities do take a lot of your gasoline. You get overheated really fast if you use a lot of them. And I think it's Elf Hunter, so it doesn't exist anymore. This mode. Oh, there's some enemies from. And it's the key, as you see, I'm trying not to focus at both of them. I'm not trying to rush both of them, but at the same time, I'm trying to separate them together so they can be a little bit separated. And because that is good for that situation, if they kind of separate it. And as the key, Fireball does do a lot of damage if you do like blank hit. If it's not splash damage, there it is. It's gonna die. Some free mana got there. Trying to load out the enemy team. It's gonna be really interesting. Just gotta wait for the right moment. As you can see, we're just looking around. We're trying to capture every single point so we have enough mana. Trying to kill all the creatures. And that's really important for Summer. You really don't want to jump into the enemy team right away. You just want to wait a little bit so you can jump in and attack everyone at the same time. If you can see, there's only 10 enemies left on the top right corner. Capturing the point right now. And that's another thing important. Sadly enough, they removed that, but I think this like Alpha Hunter will be really good for situation to capture like materials and other stuff. I was trying to get medkits because there was a lot of medkits and we kind of was running low on medkits, both of us. So we just decided no, we're not gonna do that. Too risky because the wall is closing down. But I think I'm gonna say screw it and just going in there. Then we realized there's no medkits. Yes, everyone already looked that place, or already people took it and just ran away from it. So approaching the enemy team, as we can see. Not a lot of people left, only 7 people left. A lot of people dying right now. Another important trick about this one, you want at summer you want all the time trying to scan the area, because then you know you can like talk with your team saying, hey, I know I just gonna go do a really big fling, because it's really kind of like, you know, a professional way to just fling the enemy team behind. As you see, I'm checking every single corner and just said, you know what, we just want to get enough, but then we're seeing the enemy. As I told Tyler, do not really attack, wait for them to jump in, because that's another way to defeat the enemy, is wait for them to jump in, because as you know, summer doesn't really don't have like a long range, so really just coming to her is kind of hard. And I think Tyler's gonna get him sooner or later. There we go. And remember, this is before they made the medkit respawn much faster, so it's a kind of quality challenge. Before you couldn't, like, you walk slow when you use a medkit and scanner, and only 5 people left. As you can see, as I use more flamethrowers except for my abilities and other stuff, or when I'm almost already overheating, I do quite a lot of damage over time. And at the same time, the closer you are, you do more damage, which kind of makes sense for the flamethrowers. So that's pretty cool, you know. As you can see, we're gonna fight. There's only 4 people left. We're almost close. And if you can see the swirl in the middle, that's mean when the circle gonna be closed, mostly. And as you can see, I'm not in greatest shape because I'm not using a medkit, but then I see there's an opportunity to get a medkit, so that's why I'm using a medkit right now. I'm grabbing everything that we can, because it's kind of important to just grab some of the medkits, even though that's a risky move because the storm do quite a lot of damage, but I think I'm gonna get lucky to get it before the storm hits me. Yep, get lucky in that term. Now we just gotta wait until the storm and until the enemies comes to us. Only 14 minutes left. And you can see Tyler is healing up. We hear the enemy, but yep, they're the enemy, so we try to hide for them, try not to engage as much. As you can see, I'm getting damage, and we're trying to wait for them to come over to us, because it's much easier to when they come to us. And as you can see, they're trying to run away. They know where we at because there's corruption too. But the problem is he doesn't check fully, and that's where it's perfect chance to strike. So they missed their opportunity, and it's their problem because they came to us too close, and there was a perfect timing for the little plant. As you can see, I'm overheated, so I'm trying to hit a little bit of her. As we almost about to die, both of us, and she's super low health. we end up calling her a killer. So thank you for watching this video. This videos do take a long time to do. Please like and subscribe, and catch you guys later.